It seems like every time we get ourselves in these situations, we often have tendency to react instead of reflect. There's so many things going on in our world. We're constantly reacting. But we don't often take a few steps back and say, well, let's actually, as you said, let's take a look at what exactly this adversity is here. How many times do you find yourself, not that you have done it, I'm sure many times, but how many times are you doing that every single day now? And what types of these little, stages of adversity do they look like now?
Most of us react instead of reflect. And so if you can take the time to just, what is it? How do I define it? What are the potential outcomes? Some of those are scary. Some of those are really exciting. And then, what are our choices?
My gut's telling me that you've spent some time practicing maybe different forms of Chinese medicine, I take it, because it's definitely not the typical Western medicine world perspective.
No.
And the typical Western medicine world perspective is, let's look to pharmaceuticals and let's look to drugs that can help us every single day to get through some of these challenges. But for you, it's time we take a few steps back and look at maybe a natural approach.
Because for some things, like pain after surgery, there's nothing wrong with prescription pharmaceuticals, and I'm a big fan, in moderation, of red wine therapy on occasion, but in moderation. 3 bottles in a night is not moderation. But I was blessed at an early age to be introduced to Shaolin Kung Fu, which is mindfulness, meditation, movement. And the one thing I've never seen, except in sports and in martial arts, is practicing to be in adverse conditions. So having you practice fighting with somebody that was bigger, stronger, faster, tougher, or smaller, tinier, and faster and tougher, which is even almost humiliating when you're 15, because an old person that weighs less than you can whoop you if they wanted to. But with polite, respectful practice, you go, I just practice being scared. It really changes your mindset. So you talked about reflect versus react. Some would say that's called framing and then reframing. So framing is, how do I see the situation? Reframing is, oh, what else can I include in this situation? What more depth or what more width can I give this picture? And who can I invite in to make me change the quality of the experience? And then the outcome.